It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
Hey, guys. Welcome back and happy Thursday. For some reason, I keep on thinking it's Wednesday, but it's definitely not Friday, but Thursday, I'll take it. I know I said this in a couple of my pre-records, but in case you guys have been so busy because everyone's still working, it's so weird for me to have my Thursdays back because Real Housewives of Beverly Hills is gone. And now I kind of feel like I don't know what to do with myself. At least that's how I felt before I woke up. And then I did 11 videos and now here we are. So with that, guys, welcome back for Hot Messy Topics. It's a subscribers only live chat. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to smash that like button. We have a lot of great topics for you. And let's welcome Jason from Down with Jason. Hey.
What's going on?
Oh my God. I'm excited too. By the way, guys, I was trying to pin the call-in link and for some reason YouTube's not letting me. So I'm just going to keep on putting it in the live chat. Jason,
it looks like it's there.
Yeah, it's in the live chat. Oh, it's pinned?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Oh, nice. Awesome. Thanks, YouTube. All right, Jason, we have a lot to talk about tonight. I've gotten a lot of comments about people asking me to talk about Ronald Richards leaving the Girardi case, the Candiace Bassett backlash, and her mom on Twitter. Lisa Rinna's heartbreaking post, which was terrible. Kelly Dodd is being sued by Heather Dubrow, and we have video. That's a shit show, to say the least. Shannon Beador and Heather Dubrow caused a scene in Aspen, breaking a lot of glass. Of course, we know we have the Real Housewives of Orange County trailer, which Jason thought was pretty good. And then also Nene, Kenya, and Ramona drama. Jason, where should we even start?
I have no idea. First of all, let's start with thanking our veterans for their service on today, because today is a very special day. It's Veterans Day. So,
yeah,
my grandfather was a general in the Army. Pops was also in the military. We have many of our family members serving at this time. So I thought that would be a good idea to go ahead and start with that and thank them for their service.
Yeah, I love that. Thank you. And also we know that Pops watches, and I tried calling Pops twice today. I'm going to try calling him again when I get off here.
He's a busy man.
He is a busy man.
He's a busy man.
Pops is doing the damn thing. Okay. All right. So I think with that, since we already have 120 people in the room, Murray, thank you so much. Happy belated birthday to Val Porter.
Oh, happy birthday, Val.
Happy birthday, Val. Yes. Where should we start, Jason?
Do you want to start with Orange County?
Yeah, let's start with Orange County while we let the room build up. Guys, once we get to 300 in the room, I will roll the Kelly Dodd footage. I just don't want to have to do it twice. But I do want to talk about the Real Housewives of Orange County only because, well, this is about to get wild. Let me see. Here they are. I was like, where are you, ladies? I'm getting so used to this new thing. Okay, here we are. I'm actually excited about these women. I don't know if you guys know from left to right, that's Dr. Jennifer Armstrong. She is currently being sued right now because she allegedly assaulted one of her patients. That's a great start to Orange County. Then we have Emily Simpson looking like a whole entire Khloe Kardashian. Where did she come from? But it looks like she's had some work done. I'm not mad at it.
Nope.
All right. And then we have Shannon Beador, and we know Shannon Beador is going to have a lot of drama this season only because her ex-husband, David Beador, was not going to let her film with her kids, which means she was about to lose her full-time housewife role until, well, they went to court and settled. And the way they settled was, listen, I will let you film with the kids as long as you do not mention me or my family. Okay. Heather Dubrow, we kick off the trailer with, and I thought she was amazing. We get to see her enter back into her beautiful house. And when she does, she's like, I'm back. Hello. And did you see that house, Jason? I know that we've seen it on Bravo.
It looks like a mall. Okay. She's walking through her mall. She came to the end of the food court. Now she's at the exit by the bathrooms, looking for returning to the Housewives of Orange County. Yes. Can I say really quick, I do have to say, if you're going to bring a housewife back, like an OG, this is the way to do it. It kind of gave me like a fresh start and a fresh look to Orange County until I heard Shannon's really annoying voice. But all in all, watching this trailer, I'm going to give it a chance because I haven't watched OC for 2 seasons. So I'm excited to maybe give it a clean, start on a clean slate, fresh page, and see what it gives me.
Well, no, I mean, all in all, though, I'm still excited because Heather Dubrow is going to have a lot of drama, especially with Shannon Beador. Her and Gina K, they're going to have drama. And I don't know if you noticed this one all the way to the right, but her name is Noella Bergner. Here she is right now. She is Bronwyn Wyndham Burke's former best friend. And She's going to be interesting. Okay.
She looks interesting, even just in the trailer.
She says in the trailer, guys, if you missed it, by the way, almost 200 in the room, smash that like button. Let's get to 200. If you missed the trailer, go check it out. People Magazine exclusively got it, so it'll be up there for a couple days, and then I'm sure it'll be on Bravo. But in the trailer, she walks into Heather Dubrow's home, and she goes up to Heather Dubrow's 17-year-old daughter, Max, and she's like, oh my God, Max, I've been so excited to meet you. You're bisexual? I'm bisexual too. And then gives her X-rated material. What?
That's kind of strange.
It's like, did you not, what, this is how you start off the Housewives? And not to mention, that's something she has control over. What she doesn't have control over is a week after starting the Housewives, she found out through the press that her husband, soon to be ex-husband, who's a very famous lawyer in Orange County, his name's James Bergner, is being sued for about $5.8 million in back taxes. So she filed legal separation in California to stop him from taking any of her probably 60 grand out of her Real Housewives of Orange County check, because she's not getting paid a whole lot for her first season. So she filed the legal separation, and then he took his ass to Puerto Rico and filed for a full divorce and said that they have full custody of the kid in Puerto Rico. This is all one big shit show. We don't know what's going on, but Ronald Richards feels like there's something not right. So I'm going to wait for him to snip.
Well, I'm glad they're not, allegedly stealing victims' money. So that's something we don't have to focus on. It can be a little more of a lighter season or a lighter Housewives franchise.
Yeah. I mean, to start. Well, I felt like I couldn't wait to do the Heather Dubrow and Kelly Dodd footage, because I can't help myself. I just really want to talk about it. But Kelly Dodd ended up going out to dinner at Mastro's in Orange County. And when she did, she was with her husband, Rick Leventhal, and they were sitting right in front of Heather Dubrow and Terry Dubrow. When she went on this tangent. Guys, I can't even describe it. I just want to show you the footage. Hold on, Jason. Are you ready for this?
Yes.
Have you seen it? Okay, hold on. Can you see my screen?
I can.
Okay, here we go.
Kelly.
Happy birthday, Marianne! Happy birthday! Should I ask these assholes why they're suing me? Terry and Heather? Why are they suing
right
me?
behind her?
What's the bathroom? I think you might ask. Why they put 2 cease and desist on us? 2 weeks?
These poor people don't even know what's going on.
Why don't you say something to the guy that's suing you? What do you call him? Gomer Pyle?
Gomer Pyle.
Why don't you go say, why aren't you suing us? Huh? She looks like the mom from Coraline, that cartoon. And he looks like Gomer Pyle.
Oh, she keeps going.
Ask him why they're suing us.
It keeps going.
Birthday to my beautiful Marianne.
Let's skip this part.
Happy birthday. Kurt over there. That used to throw the biggest parties. Then we got Dumb and Dumber right there.
Oh my God.
She said fuck faces.
If you're at a table for 6, you have 0 friends. A table for 6.
And you're always alone?
And you're always alone.
What does that tell you?
You have, what does that tell you? Losers.
Oh my God.
Happy birthday, Marianne.
That guy's so uncomfortable.
I mean,
is it done? Oh, yes, it's done. Okay. Let's stop sharing now.
God, just when I thought I was I was done with her.
I mean,
maybe we shouldn't have started with the trailer because the trailer was great, and then now you bring this back.
Well, I mean, we were going to start with the trailer, but I can't help myself but start with this because I can't legally play the trailer on here because of copyright issues, but I can play Kelly's Instagram video. And Sarah Smile said, a cease and desist and lawsuits are 2 different things. I wonder if she is being dramatic, saying that they are suing them, but just slapped a cease and desist on them.
I don't know. I mean, now I'm starting to see why Fox kind of got rid of Rick there. Because it just seems so he was a journalist and a host, and it just seems so unprofessional to be doing this crap that that Kelly's
it
doing.
makes me wonder, like, does she bring out that side of him, or has he always been? Are they just a match made in heaven? Because we know that they did send a cease and desist, and they said you need to issue a formal apology, a public apology, because the DeBros son ended up going to a party that Kelly and Rick were at, and they contracted the C word that I can't say on here because they'll flag our YouTube channel. Okay. So we all know what it is. During the pandemic, they contracted it, allegedly, and they blamed it on the DeBros son. Now, the DeBros sent them a cease and desist and said, this is damaging to our family. He is a minor, and you shouldn't have done that. You need to apologize. So then she goes on Instagram, shows the cease and desist after she gets it out of her mailbox, and she goes, I'm so sorry, DeBros, because I have to apologize. And I'm like, that is not the way to do it. Wait, just give a fake ass apology. Who gives a shit? Do you want to be sued? Have you seen their house? They have nothing but money and time.
Unbelievable.
My God.
Unbelievable, Kelly Dodd. Unbelievable.
Okay. All right. Well,
it's just weird that, I mean, I know, listen, there's got to be another table in that restaurant. Why are they sitting right next to them?
I mean,
did they not notice each other? Did they just like it? Mastro's is very big, and I'm guessing they were the one down in OC. I think it's Laguna. Is it Laguna or Newport? I forgot.
I don't know,
but it's a big place.
But Orange County really is not that big of a town, though. It's still pretty small when you're running in these like little social.
Orange County is a county, so it is pretty big. But like Newport, Laguna area is small. Yeah,
it's not that big when it comes to like the nice places to go. Like there's still, it's almost like I feel like Palm Beach. Like we know there's maybe like 15, 20 nice places, but those are the 15, 20 nice places that you always go to.
Well, and I guess it would be like LA, because LA feels like a small town when we're there, because we hang out at the same places with the same people. So you see the same people, but still there's got to be another damn table in the restaurant.
And I do want to know why the DeBros get a table for 6 for 2 people. And more importantly, why do you sit in the middle of the table? If you guys notice where they're sitting, where the crack is running right in between them.
I don't know.
Okay. All right. I just want to bring up some callers on this because Kelly Dodd is just wilding out. And I don't really know what to say about that. Here's a caller that we haven't seen in a long time. Hey, Philly Diva.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm hiding because, I got the mini.
The mini.
Hi, Mocha.
Hi, Mocha.
Hi.
Okay, so Philly Diva, I'm going to start with you. Did you watch the footage?
I saw some of it.
Okay. Is Kelly Dodd ridiculous, or what are your thoughts?
I mean, I think Kelly Dodd is See You Next Tuesday of the week. I mean, that's what she gave it to. Honestly, she's the See You Next Tuesday of 2020, right up there with Kelly and Conway. So that's just how I feel about her personally.
I mean, can you believe though, like if you're getting sued, this is how, like, can't they just take this, screen grab this footage and be like, here, court, look, this is a joke?
Well, I mean, they will, because at the end of the day, the DeBros have time. Like, just like you said, they have time and they have money. Something Kelly Dodd does not have. So when you don't have it, the concept of what somebody with money, what they can do to you, it's not even in your register. So
right.
She's not even grasping the concept of the venom that she's spewing and the actual consequences. She's still in her tiny little feeble mind thinking of Real Housewives. This is more than Real Housewives now. So what you did is brought my children into it. So now everything that you have a monetary attachment to, I'm going to snatch and embarrass you. And just a FYI, I do get a bigger table, and I know it's kind of obnoxious, but if I have a party of 3, could you see this at a bigger table or at a booth?
If it's available, but I'm thinking there are other bigger tables also available in that place.
Can I say really quick, when I was a host, I was such a bitch about that. Like when I worked at Stir and people would come in and they would be like, hi, party of, we're going to be a party of 6, but right now there's only 3 of us. I'd be like, well, you can enjoy a drink at the bar, but I can't sit you at a 6 top until there's 6 of you here. And then 5 minutes later, they would realize I wasn't sitting them. And they're like, fine, the other 3 dropped out. Can we get a bigger table? And I'm like, I got your ass because I knew what you were doing. And you didn't get a drink and you didn't.
And what else?
Have it. Like there's no.
Well, yeah. Once we come to terms with what you're actually doing, then yeah, I'll give you the table. But I just want to get to the point, because then as a host, I feel like I'm being lied to. I took the job really seriously. I was like the mall cop.
Obviously.
People take their job seriously, and I don't have a problem with that. So what I do is, I'm very Coke bottle-ish. So, sweetheart, I can't sit at that tiny little table with that tiny little booth. I'm going to be knocking people's drinks over. Can you sit me at a table where I can, do my boom, baba boom, maybe get me a free drink, and I'm going to slide you a 20 because I need that extra room. Like, give me room. Let me order my food. Let me order my drinks. Let me put my elbows out and stop trying to fall in like fucking sardines.
This is how the industry works.
You're bougie. You're bougie. Mocha, what are your thoughts about this Kelly Dodd lashing out on Instagram stories, calling them fuck faces? I mean, excuse my French, but like this was, and I know
just crass. She is crass. She has no class whatsoever. Like, even if you don't like somebody, like, why bother? Because when you say stuff like that or you're being that way, to me, it always looks like you're actually bothered by those people.
Right.
Like, my mother-in-law would talk to people, other women, right in front of me to set up with my husband, and we were married. And I would just let it go. I was like, whatever.
She sounds like a monster-in-law.
She had a point that was one of the things that I really disliked. And I always thought to myself, like, this is a woman who was close to her 50s. At the time, I was 23. And even then, I was like, wow, this is so tacky. Like, it just put me off. And that's how I feel about people like Kelly Dodd. Like, why are you that bothered? Like, is it because they have money? Is it because it looks like their family's put together well?
Right.
Because Heather and Terry have been together forever at this point. Like,
so you think it's just jealousy? Right.
Yeah, like that's how it looks to me. Because like, if you're gonna be that venomous with how you speak about somebody for no reason, so what? They had a humongous table, okay? Like, I'm a bit like Philly Diva. I'm a built girl. I'm a big girl. Plus, I'm 6 foot. So you can't be squeezing me into some tiny little table. You got to give me room to move, or at least put me in a space. Yeah, or give me a space where I'm not in the way of other people, because that's the other thing. Like, you don't want to interrupt other people's enjoyment of their night.
Okay.
So, like, if they're having a bigger table, fine, whatever. They can afford it. Like, don't be sitting there mouthing off. Like, and that's the other thing. I don't know about other people, but if someone's sitting behind me talking about me, like, I'm going to go up to them and be like, say it to my face. What is your problem?
I mean, I feel like the DeBros don't get down like that, but Mocha, Philly Diva, stick around. We have a full room of callers. I'm going to start rotating.
Yeah, no, thank you guys.
Thank you, Philly Diva. Thank you, Mocha. All right. No, this Kelly Dodd stuff is ridiculous. Guys, we have almost 400 in the room. I'm just going to get a few more opinions before we move on to our next topics. I still can't believe.
Who is she talking to? Does she have a lot of followers on Instagram?
I mean,
or something? It's that. Hi, Janelle.
Hi, Janelle. What are you drinking?
I'm drinking a cider today that I got from Whole Foods.
Hi, Sabrina.
That sounds healthy.
It is.
Hi, Adam. Hi, Jason.
Hi, Sabrina.
Hi, Janelle.
Hi, Sabrina.
Bonjour.
Bonjour. Bonjour.
All right, Sabrina, Janelle, welcome. Happy Thursday. I am so excited to get through some hot, messy topics. And I know, Janelle, I was watching your facials the whole time I was watching the Kelly Dodd Instagram story. I'm going to start with you because your jaw was just dropped to the ground. What were your thoughts?
I will say this. Now, I was a debutante in my yesteryear, believe it or not. And I was taught class, but I don't have as much class as Heather Dubrow, because I would have thrown something like Shannon did when she threw that plate, like, this isn't mine, you bitch. Like, that would have been.
Do you think that she could hear that? Do you think that Heather could hear Kelly?
Kelly's loud. And I know the restaurant was noisy, but like if we are to believe that distance between Kelly and Heather, and it's not like exaggerated because of the camera, she heard something. She probably,
and she had to have known she was sitting right there, right? She's right. Not. Yeah.
Like, I mean, I you know what? I appreciate people like Heather Dubrow and Garcelle and there are countless others who have so much class and they're able to hold themselves together, because I'm from Florida and it would have been a wrap. Okay, I might have walked over there and got in her face and be like, "What's up? You want to say it to my face, or you want to keep saying it to my back? I know my back is pretty, just like my face. So let's say it to my pretty face. Come on. You want this smoke? I'm gonna give you this smoke. Put it in a pipe and smoke it, my dear. Let's do it.
Wow, you have a whole spiel. You have a whole spiel.
Like,
Sabrina, what were your thoughts?
I think that Kelly just kind of wants to be relevant because she doesn't really have anything going on, and I don't think her husband does either. And so I think she kind of saw Heather and Terry there and kind of took the opportunity to make a thing of it. And I think it just makes her look bad. Like, her antics used to be kind of funny when she was on the show, like early seasons, because she would just say whatever. But now she just really run her course. And I think it's just like, I don't know. It just seemed like she was just taunting them the whole time. And I just felt so bad for her friend. Like, they're there to celebrate her
it's
birthday,
their birthday.
and she's so distracted. She's just like, Terry and Heather are there. I'm going to attack them. So I think she just did it for attention.
No, I feel like she does too for social media because, well, one, I also think that she's probably had a few drinks too, just to be fair. And I think that she kind of Brandy Glenville's it.
Sure.
But when did Kelly not drinking? I mean, feel like every video we have seen of her, she is drunk out of her mind. And I'm like, it makes me question, like, oh, Lord, I could never drink that much because I can't.
See, I don't do that in public.
Every time we see you on here, you're sipping on something.
I'm sipping on something, but I'm not going to act like a fool. I don't do that in public.
I'm not going to listen. I control my liquor. Okay. I cut myself off. Listen, now, if you ask 21-year-old Janelle, she was a mess. But 31, I learned that this liver does not expand. This liver, I only get one. So I ain't trying to ruin it. Okay, I may get one drink, but that's it. I'm gonna still be sober, Sally. Ew.
Okay. Sabrina, moving forward about the Real Housewives of Orange County trailer, did you catch it on People?
Oh, I loved it. It actually got me really excited because I didn't really watch last year.
You didn't miss anything.
I didn't like Bronwyn's storyline. She just lost me. And I actually live in Orange County, and so I'm super excited that they're coming back.
Nice.
I think Heather's perfect for it. And I think like my biggest takeaway is that Shannon has a hard time whenever a friend of hers becomes better friends or friends with someone that she might have introduced them or that becomes part of the group. Like she has a really hard time sharing friends. And that kind of happened with like Vicky and Tamra and even then with Kelly and Shannon and that, Tres Amigas whole thing.
She's kind of like it's almost like because I keep on hearing like a little roof, I think. And I was thinking about a Chihuahua and how a Chihuahua is loyal to one person. And that's how I get that's the vibe I get from Shannon. She has to have one friend that is solely her friend that gets all of her attention so she can call her drunk at 3:00 in the morning and constantly spill everything she needs to spill on her. Or at least that's how Tamra Judge made it seem. But I'm also excited, too, for newbie Noella Bergner because how tone deaf do you have to be to walk in and be like, oh, my God, I'm so excited to meet you. Janelle, did you catch the trailer?
I did. And I was like, did we not learn anything from when Bronwyn offered Shannon?
Hello.
Learn anything. I know the season was not well watched, but damn, it was one of the few things that made me go like, what? Like, did we not learn anything? Also, one quick thing. Both Shannon and Vicky are Aries. And so, like, Jason, next time you talk to Femme Tarot, like, ask her if Aries people are possessive like that.
I'll ask Sunday. We'll ask Sunday.
Yes, because I'm curious if that is just a trick. Like, my mom's an Aries, but she is not possessive. So I'm just curious if it's something else in their chart. I don't
know. You know what I find about Aries, and I don't mean to make this like an astrological or astrology talk, because we do that on Sundays, but whatever. Aries, like people say it's their first life, right? So they just come out of the gates just going. And all of my Aries friends, they have zero filter. They're just like, and sorry if you're an Aries in live chat, nothing wrong. I'm a Cancer. I have my own freaking issues.
I cry all the time. I'm a Cancer, yeah.
But they are just like, go. And she kind of I feel that possessive, almost like a controlling energy.
Right.
And I don't know if that's
because I'm an Aries rising, but if my friends move on from me, I'm just like, okay, bye. Like, I'm gonna go somewhere. So I don't know.
That's because you're a Sagittarius.
I am. Listen, I go with the wind. What can I say? But Watching Noella, I was like, ooh, when she first was talking, I was like, okay, I think we could gel. And then when Heather was like, oh, you offered my daughter porn, I was like, oh, hell no. I was like, look, now even
I had to bleep that out of my pre-record too because I said the word and I was like,
will that get flagged on your?
No.
Oh,
you only said it once.
Okay.
I think
I will not say it again.
No, you're fine. You're fine. No, it just reminded me when I did the pre-record, I said it and I was like, skirt, cut, redo. But no. Okay. All right. Janelle, Sabrina, stick around. I'm going to drop you ladies down and then I'm going to hit this Candiace tweet escapade and then I will bring you ladies back up. I know we're back at it again. And Mama Dorothy is back at it. All right, Sabrina. Thank you. We'll bring you back up.
I need to get on Twitter.
I need Candiace to get therapy. That's all I need her.
Janelle, hold on. Save it because I need you to chime in on this.
Yeah, you need to come back on, Janelle.
Hold on. All right. And I also have Cocktails with Lovable Lisa, Sharp Tongue.
Do you have the tweets?
Yes, I do. Of course I do. Perfect. What had happened? And then I'm also going to bring up Butterfly just so I can get up the new people in the room as well. Let me go ahead and bring up the tweets. I'm going to start with Mama Dorothy because Mama Dorothy, who is Candiace Diller Bassett's mom from The Real Housewives of Potomac, well, she's clapping back on Twitter. Now, am I surprised? Yes, actually, I am surprised. But do I love Mama Dorothy? Yes, I absolutely do. Because she is, listen, I love a good iconic mom on The Housewives. Like, I loved Candy Burris's mom. I like Deandra
Mama Joyce.
Mom. Yeah, Mama Joyce is amazing. Who else's mom? When they tried comparing Tinsley's mom to Mama Joyce, I'm like, there's no fucking comparison. What are you talking about?
Well, you have Mama D from Dallas.
Or those are only like iconic moms? Am I missing something?
No, you had was Marisol from Miami.
Oh yeah, she was always great.
I want to say we're missing a big one too, but I might be wrong.
Guys in the live chat, if I'm missing Bravo moms, go ahead and comment below. But I do want to bring up these tweets. So this came up first. On Twitter this week, Dorothy gave an update on where she stands with Chris. The tweet was short and direct. Chris and I are fine. Thank you. She went on to say he is looking for a job.
Okay,
so,
like, why? Just stop after the period.
Mama Dorothy, it keeps going. It keeps going. 500
okay.
in the room. Hold on. It keeps going. Here we go. Rita, this is why Candiace is why she is how she is. And why is this woman still embarrassing her child? Can't convince me she's not a bit jealous of her daughter and uses money to keep her in check. # Real Housewives of Potomac. Well, mom/CEO, Miss Dorothy said, hey, Rita, did your mother drop you on your head? That's why you are the way you are? Why are you attacking someone's mother?
Oh my goodness gracious.
Talk about mothers.
Well, the apple does not fall far from the tree.
No, it keeps going. This is where we got the Chris and I are fine, thank you. But how are things with you and Chris now? Clearly, Candiace is very hurt. Can you work things out? Chris and I are fine, period. Thank you, period. Okay, so again, I'm a huge Mama Dorothy stan because I love just seeing her on the show. And she always gives her daughter. She causes mess. And it's almost like watching, and this isn't a dig at all. It's like when you have one of those friends growing up. I had one named Ashley, not my sister, but another one named Ashley growing up. And this was when I lived in Wellington, Florida. And Ashley was this tall, beautiful model. Her mother looked like her sister, would wear all of her clothes. And we had a house party. And she walked in the bedroom on her mom making out with her boyfriend. But the point is, and that was some shit. That's some Florida shit. But the point,
we won't get that from Dorothy and Chris. So
no, we won't get no. That's not the same situation. But the point is, they were always competing like they were like sisters. And I feel like maybe Candiace and Dorothy have that competitive relationship. I feel like more so coming from Mama Dorothy.
Have you watched Real Housewives of Potomac?
Well, again,
I feel like Candiace always has to validate herself to her mom, or feels like she needs to or wants to validate herself to her mom. And I guess kind of in a sense we all do to our parents, and not validate, but kind of, show them something to be proud of. But for Candiace, I feel it's more of like validation. And if she grew up like that, like, Dorothy needs to take a step back. I mean, I'm not really a huge Candiace fan, but come on.
Okay. Well, Jesus, thank you. Mama Elsa is her name.
Mama Elsa, rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace. All right, 526 watching, only 184 likes. That's wrong. Hit that like button. Let's bring up. Okay, so Candiace Diller Bassett has also been active on Twitter. this past week, and she threw a little bit of shade at Andy Cohen's way. And these tweets came after the Real Housewives of Potomac Part 1 reunion. Now, we know that the fans were divided because they felt like Andy Cohen went pretty hard on Candiace about her tweets, and sometimes, you know, how she is the one who is getting into it with some of her other cast members. He's pointing all of this out and trying to make her answer for it. But fans are looking at him and like, wait a minute, hold on. You didn't do this shit to Lisa or Erika. Why are you doing this to Candiace? And it made me think, I'm like, I love Andy Cohen, but Erika Girardi literally ran that reunion. Like, she ran the reunion. She was the coordinator. And every time that, you know, he would try to interject, she was like, hold on. And if Candiace would have done that, it probably would have been a problem. But I also see where they're like, hold on, let's not piss Erika off too much because we want her to finish out giving us the Girardi scandal. So I think he's playing favoritism. But there were tweets, and I'm going to go ahead and bring them up. Here they are. Where do we start? Oh, gosh, it's never ending. Here we go. So this one's about Andy Cohen. It was from Hillary. She tweeted, y'all, I can't. Andy, we've been screaming from... Andy, we've been screaming from every part of the world to fire Rinna. Freaking hold Erika Girardi accountable, but the real Candiace's mouth is where you bring the heat. What in all F's? And then the heifer, not the heifer, but the heifer, Giselle coming and condoning physical violence. Hashtag Real Housewives of Potomac reunion, to which Candiace responded, at this point, it's propaganda. Okay, but that wasn't the bad part. This one was... Candiace said she's going to cause a scene, and someone said, you hurt people. You have no idea the hurt and anguish you cause. Please stop making fun of people's flaws, please. Candiace said, girl, shut up. When you're anxiety meds and praying to God, you don't take your own life because of the hurt and lies that people like you perpetuate because you don't like me on a TV show. Come talk to me. Until then, actually, shut the fuck up.
She might need a break from the show, huh? Because it sounds like she has a lot going on.
I mean, I was just honestly, when I did my video about this, because I get a lot of shit sometimes because everyone thinks I am so against Candiace being on the show. And if you watch the recaps, I don't love everything that comes out of Candiace's mouth, but I do like her on the show. She keeps the conflict and the resolution going. And just like Giselle's vital.
We've talked many times about this though, you know,
but she does.
I feel like she does a lot that she doesn't need to do.
Right.
You know, Candiace is enough just being Candiace. Like I enjoy watching that. But then when it goes to the other side of Candiace, and there has been some people saying too, you know, that I thought she was on anxiety meds because of Monique. And I don't mean to bring that up or you know, whatever, but
well, it could be real. And
now she's been taking them for a lot longer than that. But it just maybe she needs a break. Actually, I think music would be the best thing for her to do right now. That is so cleansing for the soul. Focus on her career. And maybe take a season off because I mean, listen, if you're going to bite at Andy right now, we don't know where Andy stands right now with anything. And that's still your boss, dude.
It's still your boss. It's like when I was at Ruby Tuesdays, I worked for this guy. It was like, listen, I know it's not the
your
same
stories
thing.
from Ruby Tuesdays are legitimately why I will never go back.
And he had a mullet when the mullets weren't in. Like now I know that they're in again. I mean, I can't rock one, but he had a mullet and he was just like this weird, strange guy who always he had Mickey paraphernalia in his car and he had like a little white old Prius. The guy was strange. And I remember one day I said, hey, let's call him Tim because I don't want to say his name, but hey, Tim, I'm about to clock out. He's like, no, you're not. Guess who's working a double today? And I was like, Tim, don't be an asshole. He's like, what'd you call me? And I said, you're an asshole because I don't want to work. I've been working all day and nobody told me I was staying. He said, well, you're fired. I'm like, what? What'd you say? I'm fired. He's like, yeah, you're fired. I'm like, I was kidding, Tim. I was totally kidding. I don't think you're an asshole.
I see a lot of people saying, I even said, you know, Megan just in the chat say, why keep Erika around too? I do have to say, I don't know why we're keeping Erika around.
Because they want resolution and an ending.
There's no resolution. There's no answers to these questions. There's no, but I'm just saying, like, I do see though in the preview for next week that Andy is going after Mia for her Twitter because she's just as bad on Twitter. Yeah. So, you know, I don't know. I don't know where their social media rules lie in their contract with Bravo, but it's
well, used to. I don't know if you remember this. I'm about to bring up a couple callers real quick though. But I don't know if you remember this. Back in the day when we first started Housewives, they used to have to write a blog after the episode and respond to the episode. And now it's just they tweet and do social media during the episodes, and then they rehash it, just like Sheena and Charlie are now having a Twitter fight on.
And Bravo,
it's stupid.
Should just get them on. You know what? Like, sorry, point everyone to our website and write the damn blog again, or get on like YouTube on Bravo and just do like. I know they do stuff like that, but if Bravo was really smart, they would push everything to their website.
I agree. All right, let's bring up some callers. The Don, before we do, said, what's worse, saying ya mama or going after people's family season after season? And Ramona is still a housewife.
And I don't know why Ramona is still there.
I mean, come on.
We just got rid of Kelly Dodd.
Like I saw someone
also in the chat say that as well.
I missed the blogs, Lacey F. Okay, let's go ahead and bring up some callers really quick. I'm going to bring up what had happened was, hi, and also Cocktails with Lovable Lisa. Hi, Lisa.
Hi.
Hi, ladies. Hi.
Okay, so Lisa, I saw you waiting in the room first. Hi.
Yeah.
Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday, yes. Happy Veterans Day, everybody.
Hey, happy Veterans Day.
Yeah, my brother was a veteran. He passed away.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Sorry about that.
Well, regardless, thank you to your brother for his service. My pops is a veteran. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Let me say one thing about Kelly.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
You know Kelly crazy. We know Kelly ain't right up here. So I know you is not surprised. Kelly ain't been right since she came on the show, honey. She ain't been right. She ain't been right since she came on the show. Y'all know, and I'm like Heather. Heather is unbothered by that. Heather like, child, okay, film us then, honey. That's what you want to do. And then Heather and her husband want to sit at a 6 people table. They can.
They're spending the money. They're good. They're probably regular.
Have you seen their house?
Okay. It looks like that restaurant was in their house.
They got the money.
I mean,
I'm worried about it. I'm not worried about it. And now, so let me tell y'all something. I'm gonna get on. You know, Candiace is my girl. I love her. Yes, I do. I can really say something she say, like this thing about the mama comment. I did not like. I did not like it all.
Right.
But I'm gonna tell you something. And I said, and this is what it is. They starve. She don't starve it. She don't. But she gonna finish it. You might not like the way she gonna finish it, but she let you know. Did you not hear Rinna? Did you not hear Rinna say Mia ain't met tat Candiace yet? Okay, and she met tat Candiace. Okay, and I'm to me, and I promise you, I heard Giselle said this right here. Giselle said, "Well, if you get popped, you gonna deserve." Baby, is anybody on that show deserve to get popped? It was your ass.
You're right.
I'm still saying that. I promise you. Baby, how much stuff you on done, how much stuff you on said about people, and now you did not know nothing about that Jamal situation because when Monique bought that buying on your mouth.
And was crying, baby.
Yeah,
what
crying.
What had happened was I'm curious. Do you have? I mean, I need you to chime in on this too. The tweets, whether it's Mama Dorothy or Candiace. What are your thoughts about this? Does it surprise you? And I didn't. By the way, we kind of skipped over something with these tweets too. And 600 in the room, guys, go ahead and smash that like button. But by her saying, you know, it's the fans and the fan lies, people like you, and the lies that you perpetuate. You know, you have made me have life-taking thoughts. And I thought, okay, well, at that point, this is no longer like this isn't a reality show or a game. This is your life.
But you know, I think now she got it together. I really do. Okay. I mean, probably between last year and this time, she probably got it together because But you remember Candiace? Don't you remember they went to that New Orleans trip and they were sitting inside that place, and Candiace had said that her mama used to call her some kind of mental she was what she said
well,
I remember the conversation. I don't remember the name though.
But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know she said her mom used to tell her that all the time. Yeah. And plus it was another incident Well, her mom said, well, then you want to compete, Candiace. And Candiace was like, why would I want to compete with a 54-something-year-old woman?
Yeah, but that's why I say I think they have this sister-like relationship. I mean, I don't know.
I think that's why Candiace hurt. And I promise you, and I can feel Candiace's pain when she said she is hurt. Because now she's stuck in a hard place between her husband and her mom.
Yeah, that's not
like
the
your
place to be.
mom to have no business going out. Your mom, I'm sorry. And I love Miss Dot too, but your mom to have no business telling nobody nothing about your personal business.
No, I agree with that.
Personal. That's too personal for me. And and like this new trailer coming up, I seen the new trailer for the new season. I'm directly on Candiace said to her. It seems like it's a hypocrisy on that show now. Because you coming after her, and like I said, Giselle have said some horrible things to people. And the worst, so she did some worse stuff to that's why I was always like Team Candiace when it came to Monique. I said, no, baby doll, if anybody you should have popped Giselle. Because baby Giselle had came at you hardcore.
Definitely.
And you still didn't put your hand on nobody.
Lisa, I appreciate you. I appreciate you chiming in on this, and Real Housewives and Orange County. Stick around. I'm going to drop you down and bring you back for some Nene Leakes, Kenya Moore, and Ramona Singer.
Okay, then.
All right.
Great points, Lisa.
No, I know.
Great points.
Seriously.
I mean,
what had happened was, now I'm curious your thoughts on this Candiace mess and the situation with her and her mom both active on Twitter. And also, I do want to know, and this isn't, I'm not like over here like start a petition to get anybody kicked off a show or let's take their job away. Let's go ahead and bring up another caller too, and then I'm going to bring up Sharp Tongue. Sharp Tongue, I see you back in the chat. Butterfly, hi.
Hey.
Hi.
Hey, darling Jason. With Adam. Hello, darling, next to me.
Hello.
Hi.
I'm well.
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to ask you ladies both the same question. What had happened was, I'm going to start with you. Do you think, based off of her comment saying that she had to take, some medication at the time and that she had some, reserved thoughts, some not so great thoughts, do you think at some point that Bravo or the network will look at this and be like, okay, if you're putting this out there, it kind of looks like being on a reality TV show is impacting you in an unhealthy way. Maybe we should give you a pause. Or do you think they'll skip over it?
I don't think they'll care.
Okay.
Honestly, I think they need Candiace because she's the one that people go after to get that drama stirred up.
Right.
And I feel a connection to Candiace because I have a similar relationship with my mom, and I don't feel like it's a competition. I just feel like her mom doesn't see her as her own person. She sees her as an extension of herself, and she wants to live through Candiace and what Candiace is doing because, she's probably, I don't want to say that. That's rude.
Were you going to say jealous?
I was going to say she's elderly compared to her daughter. So she
that's not rude. She is older than her daughter. I mean, she is her daughter's
I would hope if it's her
daughter. In the South, you can't comment on a woman's age in the South, and I'm in the South. So anyways, I feel like I feel like Candiace has a resentment towards her mom, and I feel like her mom has a control issue.
Okay.
I do want to say though, Candiace brings a lot of the stuff she receives on Twitter to herself because it's almost like she searches for things to comment on. From what I've seen, I've been watching her for the last few weeks, and I've seen her go after people unprovoked. She always likes to say, oh, they come for me first, but no.
Okay.
On Twitter, she goes first.
What had happened was, stick around. I'm going to drop you down and bring you back. I'm going to rotate callers, but thank you for chiming in.
I love that name, though, because every time Adam says that name, I'm like, wait, what happened? And I looked at him like,
you can take Jason with you. I'm just kidding. But thank you. I'll bring you back up. I appreciate you. All right. Hi, Butterfly.
Hey. Y'all know, Butterfly is always
okay, so I need you to
unpopular opinion.
Yes.
First of all, Adam, yes, Adam, I swear to God, like the universe, right? Because I was really literally thinking about the blogs they used to do.
Oh my gosh. No, they used to be great. And
Yes, they
now
was
it's just a couple
absolutely
tweets.
great. They was. So when you said that, I was like, oh my God. I was trying to write down stuff because you was like, there's so much stuff and it's hard to keep up. You know, it's a messy topic with Thursday. We on Thursday. So,
Yeah.
Messy topic Thursday.
yeah, Thirsty Thursdays. Okay, yes, cheers, my boo Jason. That's right.
Cheers.
Janelle's dropping her cap down in the wait list.
Okay. So, I'm unpopular opinion. First and foremost, at the end of the day, I think it's very unfair to attack Mia for what all the housewives had to do. They all, when they first come on, have to share who they are and who their story is. Candiace came on sharing who her mother is. That's how we know all about her mommy issues.
Right.
So it's unfair to attack Mia and say that's she using her mother and da da da. Candiace did the same thing. If that's the case, they all did the same thing. They all had to share who they was on their first season, and who their upbringing is a part of who they is. So to say that Mia was using her mother for a so you used your mother for a storyline.
Whoa.
Look,
I didn't think about that.
Hypocritical. Yes, we're being hypocritical. Candiace is a crybaby, woe me. Candiace is
Cryberry. I love that.
and vile like her mother. She does get it from her mother. She does definitely have mommy issues, and her mother probably got her poisons from her mother. Because sometimes as parents, if we don't
I mean, I got being a smartass from my dad, so I get it.
Right.
Oh my God.
I'm so glad you said that, Up and Adam, because I don't know if you noticed in the chat. I said, you know what? I find you like fun and easygoing and approachable, right? But now as I've been watching you for a while now. I love the black, by the way, and the purple, my favorite color.
Hey, thank you. Thank you.
Color of you know what I'm saying? Purple is the color of royalty. Anywho, moving along. But I'm trying to be quick because I know you got other callers, but I have so much to say. But like I said, I'm the oddball out. I don't agree with what everybody's saying. Candiace gets back what she puts out.
Okay.
Y'all excuse Candiace's behavior, but y'all find excuses for why everybody, like at the end of the day, for one, I don't believe there's no colorism. And I think that's very vile and nasty for her to use it to her advantage. That's a very serious issue in our community. And if you think about it, Giselle, Robin, Ashley all got dragged for when they was wrong. When Giselle did that to Karen, that tax thing with her and her husband, Giselle got dragged, period. Ashley is still getting dragged to this day, okay? So you're not special. It's not just you. It's not, well, it's me. That's boo lang lang. And at the end of the day, she's talking about she had to take meds. Now, just yesterday, she shared a rumor by an anonymous person that was posted on a blog about Mia. Contradictive. You're done.
Okay.
You don't make no sense, because at the end of the day, you wish death on another blogger because he shared the fact that your husband wasn't paying child support. But then here you go sharing information off a blog that was from an anonymous person onto your page, on your platform, about another cast member. Contradictive. Like, nah, we're not about to do that. This is her problem now. She gets catered to. Everybody overlooks her flaws. Everything that she do, she's getting back what she puts out. Mia was throwing light shade, period. Candiace came nasty and vile. And like somebody else said, she takes out what she can't do to her mother on everybody else, including her husband. Y'all try to throw me under the bus because her husband said, and this makes me mad because this gets taken out of context. Mia's husband said, if I ever could, awkward words being, look it up, awkward if you don't know what that means. Being, if I could ever tell my wife to shut the F up. Meanwhile, Candiace talked to her husband crazy, but y'all overlooked that. But y'all want to talk about
I completely I completely forgot that it all happened.
Right.
That's a great point.
Right. Mia's husband hypothetically spoke, but y'all overlook how Candiace been speaking to her husband since they came on. Like, come on now, y'all very contradictive, and like, I'm not here for it. And at the end of the day, they keep trying to throw a pass in the face. Mia was not messy on no more messier than she needed to be on social media. That's boo lang lang. Because like I said, Candiace just shared a rumor off a blog about Mia. But Mia was wrong for what? Candiace just came at Michael Rappaport because she heard he was hosting the Wendy Williams show. She threw the first shot, like homegirl, somebody else said. The girl before me with the beautiful braids.
What did she say about Chris Rappaport?
Michael Rappaport. She called him a Dinkleberry and all this other stuff. She says very covert racist stuff while she's married to a white man. But y'all don't want to talk about that neither. Anywho, like I said, Butterfly peep the real. I love y'all. I'm not saying y'all don't gotta agree with me, but I peep it. And no, she's not
Butterfly,
a victim.
you bring some amazing points.
She's not a victim. Everybody brings their mothers on there, they first stories on their first season. So cut it out with talking. And first of all, let me tell y'all something else. Mia speaks more volumes for where they're at, Potomac, Maryland. If y'all know about Baltimore, that city was ravaged by drugs and crime and a whole bunch of stuff that y'all don't know about. So for where Mia came from to where she's at right now, you damn right she better be proud. She better be proud. And her mother sharing her story helps other people, other families that where from Mia's really from. Mia's the realest on there. Y'all want to talk about?
Yeah, no.
I'm getting real serious, but honestly,
no, my God, you're bringing
Mia, her story resonates with so many people. It's unbelievable. Why Candiace and her mother over here faking the funk, trying to put this facade on because they got money and all that. But look at the internal issues. She ain't no better than Mia. She's not no better than Mia. The only difference between her and Mia is Mia shared herself. Yeah, she might have tried to trip up on the truth, but when she came on the show, she was honest. She was honest
down
about
to the plastic on her
at the strip club. Y'all trying to drag her for that, and then y'all wonder why she tried to play it down, because y'all trying to use it against her, telling her she shouldn't walk with her head up held high for where she came from. Y'all sound crazy. I love y'all guys. I'm sorry, I'm real passionate. I don't mean
I'm enjoying listening to you.
I love you guys.
I'm just like
Butterfly.
I love you guys, but I'm over it. I'm over it. Candiace ain't no victim. Candiace is very nasty and vile. Nobody says she can't retaliate. Yes, this is your show you're on. Y'all supposed to throw shade back and forth. There's a difference between light and vile. Period.
All right.
And it is what it is. And she ain't better than Mia. If you think about it, she got more issues than Mia because Mia's dealing with her mama issues while she's still running away from them. That's why she got 20 mugshots of her with a tissue in her eye. Think about that.
Butterfly. Butterfly.
No, Butterfly.
I'm gonna go.
No, we're not
my
pushing
God.
you away. No.
No.
I just wanted to say thank you so much for giving us your passion and your opinion.
One more thing. I'm sorry. One more thing. I don't like Kelly Dodd, but I'm not fooled by Miss Heather. Okay, neither. First of all, she's condescending. Heather is condescending.
She is condescending. Yeah,
very condescending. She's elitist. And the way she bullied, I guess, what's her name? Gretchen done did some other stuff. I don't know what's going on with that, but I guess she did some new stuff that everybody's mad at her. But the way she bullied Gretchen and, what's her homegirl, the other one?
Tamara?
Y'all know, Tamara's a nasty little vile one too. But I'm talking about her and Heather got together to bully Gretchen and the other one. The other chick,
Alexis.
at the tip of my tongue. But she was on there too, and they bullied her off of there. The one they just shared a meme on Twitter about her when she was like, "I was on Vicodin or something." She said in the car. If y'all know who I'm talking about, say it in the chat. But they bullied
Alexis.
Her. That was a mean girl. Period. I'm not happy to see her back, but let's see what she brings. And I don't believe in worshiping somebody because they got money, and I feel like that's what everybody do with Heather. She's not perfect. She's fake. And the difference between her and Kelly Dodd is at least you know the devil. Why Heather put on a whole facade and she a real whole nasty something else really for real though. And okay, I'm getting out of here. I love you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for calling in. We thank you. We're gonna go through the rest of the topics.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I love you.
No, don't be sorry.
Thank you,
This
Butterfly.
is what this is for. We asking for your opinion. Like, I love it. Give us.
I agree. All right, so listen, she said I'm passionate. She wasn't kidding. She's passionate about it. And honestly, that's just such a great example of, what you get out of watching Housewives. Like, I didn't realize how many different opinions there were, how many people do get so passionate about some of the shit that they see playing out on TV because they feel like I can understand, I can resonate with this until I came on YouTube and I started talking about it. And then I see half my comments are like, Adam, you're a fucking idiot. And then the other half of my comments are like, yes, Adam, preach. And
I
then the
mean,
other
listen,
half of my
on
comment
different
was,
things,
"Take 'em
people
down."
perceive and see things differently. It's the world. Why would, if we all agreed on the same thing, we were all the same person, this world would not be interesting.
Would you read that in a fortune cookie?
No, but I've toured the world, Adam. Okay.
Don't give me that face, We'll bring you back.
She wanted Candiace. She wanted to comment on Candiace. Remember?
Yes, I have.
You forgot.
Yeah, you forgot, boo boo.
Oh, 591 in the room. Hit 600. Smash that like button for Janelle to talk about Candiace. Go.
Yes. Okay. I have to, because I have to leave in 2 minutes. But anyway, child, listen. I saw all those tweets in live time when she was tweeting them out about the propaganda and stuff like that. First off, I do agree with one of the tweets. I do believe that Andy should have brought the same smoke that he brought to Candiace. He should have brought that to Erika and Rinna. I do 100% agree with that. However, Butterfly said some points, and I'm just like, my mouth was just like open. I was just like, yes, girl, keep talking. I love it. Like everything she was saying was just like amazing.
No, she was on point.
Honest to God, she was on point. And I agree with her about the whole Mia stuff. Like, they did make fun of her and look down at her for being a stripper. And I don't understand. And I personally don't understand what the problem was. Like, yeah, she was a stripper. And next.
Well, that's what. And I said the same thing too, because Nene Leakes opened that door and made it like, when everyone would be like, oh, well, why don't you go back to the strip club? She's like, yeah, I came out of the strip club, but guess what? I'm rich now.
You can make money. I mean, Adam, you've said it before. Your stepmom, who I love to death, she was a stripper
for 13 years, and she'll tell you about it.
Yeah. People forget that, Cardi B was a stripper. She made a shitload of money while she was a stripper, and then she used that money to start recording her music. That's how she
100 grand. Yeah.
That's how she got her start. So people need to stop looking down.
Well, Love and Hip Hop was definitely like a part of that paycheck too, just to be fair. Like I know she was making good money in the strip club, but I think that whole stigma around being a stripper, I feel like that's not the same as it was like 10, 15 years, maybe even 20 years ago, because you used to think, oh, she's a stripper. And I feel like back in the day, like people would look down at that. And now I just feel like it's like, oh, you strip? Okay, I bet you make crazy money. Like it's not, I don't look at somebody and be like, oh, stripper. I'm like, oh shit, what's that like? Like I'm like, tell me. I mean, I can never do that.
I want to know more. Like,
yeah.
Yes, tell me
what kind of money are you making? I'm fascinated with that.
Shoot. I think people, I Butterfly was just hitting so many points, and I was like, yes, girl, preach. But with Candiace, and this is the last thing I'm gonna say, I need her to get therapy. I think therapy is great. I recommend it for everybody. I don't care where you come from. I don't care race, creed, gender, economic status, sexuality, whatever. I don't care. Everybody should get therapy.
Jason,
I
this is for you.
Like, honest to God, like Candiace needs it. Now, I don't know if she was on the anxiety meds before the show, but the way she was implying that because of the show she was on them, boo-boo. If being on the show and everything that comes with it caused you so much anxiety and possibly depression, you may want to take a season pause, because this show is not worth your mental health. Or if you already had mental health issues before the show and this show is exacerbating them, boo, it's not worth your mental health. Also, your album is a bop. You had a good album. Like, her music is good. Stick with that. Like,
I have to say two things. One, Jason, will you write down exacerbated so I can Google that one later?
Oh my God.
And then two, I wanted to say really quick, I agree with what you're saying. And Jason, 700 in the room. That jumped fast.
Woo! Hey, everyone.
Hey, 700 people.
Hey, 700. Yeah. Okay. My yeah sounded so fake, but yeah. I do agree with both of you, because I think so we know a reality TV show. Let's just compare them really quick. A reality TV show, like even when Jason and I did the sit downs, the interviews, the process for Vanderpump Rules, like when I would walk in to sit down with the producers, I took like 4 or 5 shots before. I was like, here we go. And let's just be an asshole. Like, I just figured that's what I'm going to do, which nobody has ever seen that side of me. And thank God I'm not on a reality TV show. But I feel like that's what it brings out of you, because that it is that sort of platform where you need conflict and resolution. Whereas I feel music is a way for you to pour out how you're feeling, your soul, into art that people can really resonate with probably even more than they do reality TV. Like people will listen to it and be like, oh, you know, you're dealing with shit with your husband, your career's not in the place that you want it to be, you're having problems at home. Like people hear that and they're like listening to it on the way to the, you know, work. Like I think this would be such a better platform for her.
Right. And I think also like, I think there are people out there who have issues with their parents. And I think
we all do, even if we have a good relationship with our parents.
Right.
We
Like
all do.
I love my parents.
Okay.
I love my parents, but I know I get on their nerves. It's okay. I told them to get on my nerves too. I said, but it's okay. It's all love. But you know, because listen, I came out of that womb and I'm just like them. So I
mean, I'm just guilty.
It is what it is. No, I love my parents and they're great. But like I think people relate to the fact that she had these issues with her mom and seeing her go through the steps of trying to fix said issues with her mom, and people related to her on that. And I think people just don't relate to the smoke she gives and the fire she gives on the show. And it's like, yo, okay, Candiace, I liked you, but what is something else going on? And also I do think low-key, I do think Andy was a little peeved about that portion in the book where Candiace was like, oh, I told him to his face that he didn't defend me when this happened when I got attacked. I do think he was low-key pissed, and he was just like,
I didn't even think about that.
But don't you think he had the ability to have it taken out of the book if he wanted?
I mean, he could have, but maybe he wanted just a reason to give her smoke at the reunion, because I think Andy likes Candiace for the show, but does he like her as a person? Probably not. Like he likes Jennifer Aiden for New Jersey, but you could tell he doesn't really like her as a person, which she has also commented on social media.
Right.
So I think Andy was low-key pissed at Candiace and was like, let me get on this reunion and give her this smoke. Because I think he likes Erika. He was about to get 100,000 worth of shares of Disney from Erika and Tom Girardi. So he likes Erika.
I don't think he want anything they touched, even if it is shares.
I mean,
right. Well, I mean, now after the fact that all this mess is coming out, and also I watched that Ronald Richards interview. Ooh, Ronald is really sick of all of us. He is sick of all of us.
No. Janelle, stick around. I'm gonna go ahead and.
I have to go. I have to.
Oh no, Janelle.
Wait, Janelle, really quick. What happened with your pitch?
Oh, it went super duper well. People loved it.
Love that.
They cannot wait to see it as a film. So cross your fingers, prayers to whoever you believe in. Like. Positive vibes. It went extremely well. That's another reason why I have to go, is because that week was my turn, and so it's someone else's turn this week, and so I'll be, reading and stuff like that for them. So that's why.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Well, congrats and have fun.
Yes, congratulations. We are sending you all the positive vibes and the love. Thank you for being here, Janelle. We appreciate you.
Thank you for having me. I always enjoy good kiki with y'all.
Hopefully.
I always enjoyed this, and Candiace. Girl, if you want to talk about therapists, I can give you a list. So
okay. Janelle, hopefully we see you back tomorrow night at 6 p.m. for Hot Mess.
Yes. Bye, boo.
Bye.
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 All right.
I do have to say the bar, I know you have a lot of super chats to read really quick, but the bar is set so high when you are a housewife now. It's almost like you really do have to be dramatic and negative and have some kind of controversy. It's not the same anymore. And I almost feel sorry for everyone on the show anymore, because you really have to get dirty. And Erika has set a new bar for that.
Scandal. Yeah. Dustin Butler said, thank you so much, Dustin Butler, for the super chat. I love your channel. Hi. Thank you. Tamika McCall, thank you so much. And then we have another one from Suzette. Hi, Suzette. Is Bravo or their HR aware of this young woman's post? That public post was a huge cry for help. Andy, stand up, please. I mean, I think that was one of the biggest questions too. I think by her putting that out there, it did make me wonder, because like I said, nobody wants to see anyone get fired, but it made me wonder if the network will look at this and be like, oh, okay, well, we don't want to be a liability because this.
No one wants to see anybody,
right,
cry for help or even
take their own
do
life.
that. Take their own life. That's horrible. You know, you won't wish that on anyone. Like you said, not even your worst enemy.
No.
So, but I don't think they're listening.
Okay. All right. Well, guys, 720 in the room. Go ahead, smash that like button. Let's bring up. We have more new callers. We have Sharp Tongue. Hi, Sharp Tongue.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. You?
Good. Hi, the Don.
Hello.
How are you?
Hi.
Doing well.
All right. So I'm going to ask both of you. Thank you for waiting so patiently. Sharp Tongue, you were in the room first. I want to start with you. Candiace, in this tweet, obviously putting this out there. I'm just curious what everyone thinks about what the network is thinking. I'll read it again for everyone who's new in the room. A user wrote Candiace and said, Candiace, you hurt people. You have no idea the hurt and anguish you cause. Please stop making fun of people's flaws, please. She said, girl, shut up. When you're on anxiety meds and praying to God you don't take your own life because of the hurt and lies that people like you perpetuate because you don't like me on a TV show, come talk to me. Until then, actually shut the f up.
Well, I have to say, hurt people firstly. And clearly there's something wrong with this woman emotionally. Somewhere down the line it began, probably while she was growing up. Probably because of her controlling mother. Probably who knows what else caused it. And she's carried this for years. Secondly, everything that Butterfly said is she nailed it because she's also very vicious to people. Not just hurtful, but vicious. And so that just adds to it. And she thinks she's completely justified in what she says and or does, and she's not. And she's not the victim like she likes to make people think that she is. And she definitely needs help, serious help, especially based on that tweet alone.
Okay. The Don, what are your thoughts?
Well, I'm going at this at a completely different angle.
Okay.
So last year I was Team Monique in all of this. I was saying that Candiace was completely wrong in everything that she did, everything she said, and she absolutely deserved what she got. I still understand why Monique felt the way she felt. However, this year going into it, I kind of side with Candiace.
Okay.
And I hear what everyone's saying. But if Candiace has to go, everybody on that couch that she's sitting on has to go as well. Started with Ashley. Her first season, she came in, she was just as dirty as Candiace. She did everything to Robin. She talked about her family, her finances, her husband cheating on people, cheating on Robin with people. You know, Candiace, her mouth was just as bad.
Right.
Ashley, she continued to do that throughout the seasons that she was on. Robin, she got up in Monique's face, the umbrella situation.
Yep.
She was aggressive. No one talks about that. Robin still doesn't have an opinion about anything. She needs to be a friend of.
Yeah, that's definitely the opinion. Everyone, I think.
You're not wrong with that. She
definitely needs to go. Let's talk about Giselle. Giselle has done any and everything the producers have told her to do. She's the puppet of the show.
Hashtag tax reform.
Exactly. So she's talked about everybody's husband. She's been more low down than everybody on the show, including Candiace. Everybody. So, saying your mama, if saying your mama deserves to be, you deserve to be put off the show by saying your mama. In the Black community, saying your mama is not weighted like that. And I understand, people are, up in arms about it, well, your mama. I mean, that doesn't hold weight. Like people wanted to think these people
like
that
they're
get on
making
the
it a
show
bigger
is
thing.
like they're making it a big deal. Like,
right.
Oh my God, you said your mama. I mean, Giselle has gone after people's husband. You said on national TV that this man was cheating on you. Robin co-signed it. Robin even knew that it was about to happen.
So you think pretty much that Candiace is held to a different standard this season?
Candiace is absolutely held to a different standard because her mouth is, she can go fast and hard. Wendy can go fast and hard too, but Wendy is a little more, her words are a little different.
Right.
Because she can articulate a little better. See, if Candiace could articulate a little better, then it wouldn't be, as it's seen or frowned upon as much.
But
I think like with Dorothy though, if Dorothy, let's say on that tweet, could have stopped at the period but then kept going, I feel like that's the same thing as Candiace, because I feel like she does, throw shade equally as the other girls, like especially that you mentioned in past seasons, but then takes it just that much further, that tiny bit where I'm like, why?
How much further can you go with how much further can you go with trying to say somebody's husband is cheating on them?
Right.
How much further can you go by saying that you're cheating on your husband with the trainer?
I mean,
yeah, you're not wrong.
No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Well, the Don Sharp Tongue, please, if you don't mind, stick around. I'm going to go ahead and rotate callers because the room is full, and I just want to make sure I get everybody up.
Hi.
Thank you, Sharp Tongue. Oh, all right. I didn't even exit the Don. The Don just exited himself. All right.
Great voice.
Yeah. No, it was a great voice.
I want to hear him more.
It made you wonder who's behind the avatar. Okay. All right, so I'm going to bring up a few other callers. Let me see. Hi.
Hi, can you hear me?
Hi.
Yes, we can hear both of you. How are you?
Oh my God, it's so exciting. I'm good.
Oh my God. Hey, how do you pronounce your name?
Olua Toyin Alanike. We can just call me Alua for short. Alua.
Alua. Oh, I love that. That's pretty. Alua.
Thank you.
And Denise.
Hi.
Hi.
First time calling.
Oh my gosh. Well, welcome. Thank you for calling. So I was gonna go over a few other topics tonight, and I do have a couple more I want to address at the end, but I saw that both of you ladies were waiting patiently, and I am curious, based off of the tweet that came out and just how if Bravo will even respond to this tweet or take any action, or if they should take any action based off of Candiace saying that, obviously this platform is affecting her.
Okay,
you can start, Denise.
I'm not sure if I am suffering from anxiety because I'm on a public platform who is seeking to go on a much bigger scale with her music. I don't think me suffering as a person like that, suffering from anxiety, should be put it out there like that. Seek help to further your career. You put this out there now, it's gonna be like a barrier. People are not gonna want to work with you because
it's a liability.
You understand? One more thing, I think the reason why it seems Andy is going as hard on her this season as opposed to last season, it's because of all the flack he got for not actually addressing her actions last year. She thought she got away with it. That's why she's being so defensive now at such a heightened degree.
Right.
In this case, I'm not a great fan of Andy, but I think he's between a rock and a hard place, especially when it comes to Candiace. Last year, if he had actually put this sort of energy into questioning her and addressing what actually went wrong equally between her and Monique, this season it would have been a little bit different. Also, the way Candiace, when she's, I don't want to use the word attack, but when she's responding to criticism or even when somebody says something that she doesn't like, it's a little bit mean. It hits different.
Okay.
She doesn't come off as if it's light shade. She comes off as if she's just trying to hurt you. And if that's the intention you
Well, that's the point when you're in an argument. I'm sorry. I want to let you finish.
But okay. You're in their argument. I could say, oh, your mama is so big. Your mama is so big, I can let that brush off my back. You understand? But the way she keep pushing your mama, it seems as if she knows that
she said, okay, your mom's that was bothering me
after her. it seemed as if something was bothering Mia when Mia responded to it, and when people said to her, okay, do you know about her mom? And she came back again a few times after and set up and talk about it again.
Yes, and then she also told Mia, please stop calling my project low budget, hurt my feelings. And she said it again, and that's when she said, yo mama. So that's what people like miss, is she always responds.
So Alua, I'm curious, what are your thoughts about this? So are you a fan of keeping, I mean, again, I think that Candiace is sort of vital for the show because of what she brings, and she does, you know, there is drama that surrounds her on the show, which is what people love in Housewives. So she does make for great reality TV. Yes. But Alua, what are your thoughts about Candiace?
So Candiace is the queen. She carries the show on her back. And I don't understand, like, I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone. I've watched the seasons back more than once, even to try to understand, like, when I'm bored, quarantine, whatever, why she gets so much flack. She has not, in my opinion, said anything that's supremely egregious compared to the other members of the show. Don touched on some of it. He missed major points. I'll never forget when Ashley said that nasty comment to Katie, which left her leave. She left the vacation because of that. It was extremely inappropriate when she was talking about her mental stuff. Oh, you're not strong enough to hang out with this group. She called Teresa's titties saggy. She insinuated that I call her Hoodneek. That's what I'm gonna call her. She insinuated that Hoodneek. But even still, if I don't like Molly, this was wrong. That she was an alcoholic who was drunk driving, and in turn, she was responsible for killing her unborn child. That was so evil. That you don't say that to anybody. She Ashley gets off scot-free for all kinds of stuff, and they don't even bring it up at the reunions. So all this, Candiace never takes accountability. Candiace apologizes all the time. Ashley never volunteers herself to apologize to anybody. People don't bring it up at the reunion, so she's never in the hot seat in which she really has to answer for her actions, and she gets away with it, I do believe, because of colorism. I feel terrible that Candiace is feeling. I don't understand how she puts up with millions of people coming at her all the time. So for her to feel this way and she clearly is getting help if she's on medicine. So clearly she does have a therapist we've seen talk on a show, and a real psychiatrist she probably talks to behind the scenes. But for people to make fun of this, the stigma of mental illness is bad enough, especially in the Black community, right? So for her to be transparent enough for this, I feel that should not be an opening for people to pick on her even more. People should realize how crazy some of you guys sound wishing violence on Candiace. Like, it's just really, it's a reality show. She has never said, yo mama. Like, why is she getting so much flack over yo mama when people have said way worse things? Even the White Housewives. And nobody ever calls for the White Housewives to be bashed in the head, beat up. Like, for the Black community, there's not only one side. We're not a monolithic race, right? So it's hard for any of us, I'm a Black woman, to speak on how all of us are going to act. But to make it seem that just because we're all Black, that it's a normal response, that we have to always resort to violence for petty things is absolutely ridiculous. Some of us did not come from the struggle. Our parents worked hard. We were raised either rich or upper middle class. Housewives is supposed to be about classiness and light shade and pettiness. And oh my God, like, haha, she made fun of her, this, that, and the third. How people treat Candiace out of all the housewives, like beat her up, get her good, again for me, Monique, bring her back to slice her, and you should die, Candiace. It's like, it's too much. I don't understand why people talk about this about
I mean, she does that on Twitter too.
No, we'll never.
I don't agree with that.
Something like that. No, but
people
don't get me
go too
wrong.
hard on her for like.
I actually.
I mean, listen, her tweets on our community in the past, and I know that's in the past, and she's grown from that. And hopefully, we'll see more of that. But also her reactions on Twitter, she's wished people death many times.
No, but I think at
the blogger that rest in peace was deceased. I don't think she actually wanted him to pass.
No, I don't either. But I mean, just don't stay off Twitter. You know, I think that's what everyone wants from Candiace, because I enjoy Candiace.
He also was coming at her as well. That's another even instance in which it wasn't like unwarranted. She was arguing with this man who was coming at her. So it's not like she just wakes up one day angry and starts picking fights on everybody.
Yeah, but not because you're arguing, you're gonna open your mouth and say whatever the heck you wanna say. You just can't do it. This is a civilized society.
She wins the argument. She finishes it. She's like, finish him. That's how it is. If people are afraid of what she's going to say, they shouldn't fight.
No, I am actually afraid. Sometimes when Candiace gets to arguing, I feel like I hold my breath. I'm wondering, oh my God, what is she going to say next? When Wendy argues, or even Giselle, okay, I'm ready for it. I can handle it. But Candiace, I get a little bit anxious when she started to talk. When she gets angry.
Giselle had an STD. All kinds of crazy things.
No, I want to say something really quick though too. You know, at the end of the day, Candiace is the one who decided to go on and tweet out and put out there, listen, and she said, listen, it's because of fans like you who are perpetuating lies. She said this to this woman, that I have anxiety, and said these other things. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's Candiace it's Candiace who is on the public platform. She has the public platform, and we think she's great on the show. There are moments that people don't always agree with, but she has to, just like anyone, there's usually a training for this. And it's not just reality TV stars, like actors, musicians. There's usually a training that their management gives them about how to
I was a PR and ad major, of course. Yes.
And how to go on social media. Yeah, because this stuff, like, she shouldn't even be giving people the time of day. Like, when people go in on her, if she ignored them, it would give her so much more power. I understand you can't ignore everybody. 100%. I know that. You can't ignore everybody. But I think sometimes, like, just the petty people where it's like the name is boy loves girl 3 4 6 7 8 9, like, who gives a shit what they say? You could brush that off instead of, I don't think you always have to get in your feelings and take every person head on, because I couldn't imagine being on the Real Housewives, but I can tell you, being on YouTube, just on the little platform that I have, I get probably anywhere from 30 to 60 comments a day reading me for filth. And I don't like it, but I don't engage in it. I either delete the comment or I just ignore it and I move on with I move on, because I'm not going to engage with people.
Everybody, like, even the fan favorites of shows get hate from people, but I feel Candiace gets so much more extra vitriol that there's only so much somebody can take. So say it's a Loverboy 28987. Maybe that was just like the tweet or the DM or direct message or whatever. Sometimes out of a million messages that day that broke this camel's back, and that's why she responded to that person. She should get better at it and not always respond so much. But she gets, as we can see everywhere, it doesn't matter what blog, what platform we're looking at, so much extra vitriol than the rest of the cast. So it's like, she is human. So, I mean, everybody has a snapping point at some point where you're like, you know what? Fuck you. Pardon my French. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but you see I understand the points you're making, and what Dawn made too, especially about Ashley, because like early on, like,
Ashley was rough.
However, Ashley's evolved. She's still not the best, but we haven't seen Candiace every season. It's the same thing.
We would like to see the same from Candiace, because she's good for the show. She has some great moments, some funny moments. I like her. I like her fashions. Her and her husband.
Ashley hasn't evolved. She called that man Alzheimer's. I doubt they'll bring up her inappropriate Alzheimer's comment during the reunion. I doubt it, because they never do whenever it comes to her comments for some strange
compared to what Candiace said, that would be the last on the list.
With that, Denise and Alua, we have a few other callers, so I'm going to rotate before we end our hour and a half. But thank you for calling, ladies.
Good night, guys. Keep up with the work.
Good night.
Thank you.
No, I love hearing people's opinions, because it makes me think too. But I do have to say too, when you interviewed Candiace and you asked her about the tweets specifically from, let's say, like Max and Brett from Vanderpump Rules, those are very old tweets. They're very wrong tweets. But, Candiace has some very old and wrong tweets in her Twitter history too. But, I understand if she needs to be held accountable, then everyone else should. Ramona shouldn't be there. Erika shouldn't be there. But in my opinion, if we're holding everyone accountable, neither should Candiace.
Well, and at that point,
as much as I like her on the show, you know what I mean? But we can't, I feel like Housewives is now just so toxic that we're pointing fingers at like everything and getting too we can't get invested in their toxicity. And that's why I want them to bring back something a little more fun. So I'm praying that the franchises move in a different direction.
And I get that. And also that they have lighter drama. You know what I mean? Like, lighter drama would be good. But I'm going to say Tamara or Tamara. So I'm going to go with that.
Tamara.
Candiace knew about the Monique rumor and didn't tell her. Candiace is not off the hook. Call her. Let's not defend her mouth. Okay. Linda, thank you so much for the super sticker. We appreciate you. And then there was one more. Jason, what does this say?
I don't know, but it looks like it's in Italian.
And it looks really nice. So thank you, CD.
We love you.
Yes, we love you. Okay. All right. I'm going to go ahead, and we got two callers that we know very well on this platform. I'm going to go ahead and end this off and wrap it up with these two callers, because I want to hear their opinions. But I am curious, only because we're getting to an hour and a half. I'm going to go ahead and bring it back.
It feels so short. I don't know why tonight. It's like time is flying.
There was a lot going on. And by the way, guys, 750 in the room. And I did want to bring this up really quick before we start wrapping up, because I know everybody's going to start kind of exiting the room once we decide to. And I know everyone has, listen, I want to talk about this woman really quick. And I did a pre-record earlier, and I get emotional because I'm a Cancer, and it makes me sad. But Lisa
She's
Rinna,
also Cancer.
Lisa Rinna's mom, Lois, who we've seen on the show, and we love her. She's super sweet. She's just this older lady. She just celebrated her 92nd birthday, and she just had a stroke. Lisa said that she's transitioning to the other side, and she had a really heartfelt Instagram message. So I did want to say, if you guys have a chance, just send prayers, positivity, love, because even though I understand there's a lot of people who have parents all over the world who are going through something, I think that it's important to realize, because I was reading some of the hateful comments on Twitter, and it blows my mind what people were saying to Lisa Rinna about her mom. I'm thinking in my head, I understand you don't like her as a character on the show because you think she's a villain, but she's still a human being, and that is still her mom. So
yeah, I mean, this is where reality TV ends, as much as it is supposed to be reality. But at the end of the day, even Candiace, when she gets on her phone to tweet, or when people say stuff about other people, everyone has a mother and a father, and everyone has, it came from somewhere and has people they love in their lives. And we have to remember that everyone is human.
Yeah.
And people cannot be attacked so much like that. Neither can you allegedly steal from people, because that's also wrong. But this is a very sad situation. It is sad. I really, 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 really enjoy Lois. I've always have on the show.
And I mean, that's all. I didn't want to make the mood not light anymore or whatever, because I do want to bring up Judgy Justice and Bad and Bougie. But I'm just saying, I was reading the tweets. The tweets actually made my heart break for Lisa and her family, because I think people, some people, not everyone, but I feel like they can't differentiate her from being in their TV to actually being a human being who has a family. And you wouldn't wish, Pops just had 5 mini strokes in 1 week back in May, remember? And that was the most heartbreaking thing. He had to relearn how to do certain things. It was terrible. And we didn't know if we were going to get to keep our Pop. So, it's not anything to joke around about. But let's go ahead and bring up Judgy Justice and Bad and Bougie to wrap us up. Hi, ladies.
Hi.
Oh, hello.
Hey.
All right.
How
Judgy
you guys
Justice, are you in
doing?
the car?
Yeah, I'm actually parked.
Oh, okay. Just making sure we're not
I was
driving.
listening to you guys. I thought you guys wouldn't bring me up, so I was about to go get food.
Well, no, it's okay. We're gonna make it quick.
We just wanted to say hi.
Yeah, we just wanted to say hi. No, I just wanted to ask both of you really quick, just to help us end us off, because we did have a lot more topics, but we're gonna bring them on for tomorrow's Hot Messy Topics. What were your thoughts about the tweets with Candiace and talking about the medication and having life-taking thoughts? Do you think that Bravo and the network, that they'll look at this and think, oh, okay, we need to put you on a pause because we need to make sure you're okay? Or do you think that they'll pan over it and not care? Bad and Bougie, I'll start with you.
They're going to have to
Okay. So what I was going to say is, first off, prayers off to Lisa Rinna's mom and her family. My mom also passed away from a stroke, so it just kind of, it just sunk me, when I heard that. I hate to hear about that from anybody. I just want to say, I heard some very passionate, callers with regard to Candiace and this thing. The tweets, yes, she's out of control with the tweets. The your mama thing, I think people that are not of the African American community need to know that your mama is not that big of a deal. If you look at Good Times, The Jeffersons, Moving On Up, Sanford and Son, all those old shows, that was seen as fun shade back then. Okay. Right. It wasn't seen as the end of the world, the end all be all. Okay. So you have to understand that, even my mom, my husband and I joke, and I'd be like, yo, mama, that's just not that big of a deal in our community. Okay. So let's take that to the side. Now her tweets, yeah, they're out of control. And it seems at some point between her and Chris, and it doesn't matter what business she's in, whether it's Bravo, her singing career or something, you have to know, even in my business, I have to know that I can't tweet anything, if I'm gonna be looked at as a professional. I can't, say anything on YouTube. I can't, so as a business professional, I think Candiace does need to grow up. Now, with regard to her saying, it makes me, I forgot her exact words, but something to the effect of making her suicidal.
I will bring it up really quick so we get it right. It was, girl, shut up when you're on anxiety meds and praying to God you don't take your own life because of the hurt and lies that people like you perpetuate because you don't like me on a TV show. Come talk to me. Until then, actually shut the fuck up.
Now, I think what's going to happen is I think that she's going to do the same thing Robin did when she said she was depressed and then turned around and said, oh, no, it's just a seasonal thing. I think Candiace is going to backpedal from that because as a responsible show, they are going to have to probably talk to her about that or whatever. And I think she's going to backpedal from that comment because Candiace does not want to leave the show. So, but what I do think is irresponsible is if she was using that to get sympathy and then she does backpedal from it and says, oh no, that, I was just feeling that way that minute. I think it takes away from people who are actually having those feelings. So that's, to me, is not something to play with. I still don't think Candiace should be taken off the show, but I do think she needs to be given, just like in any job, they give you a warning, like either cut this shit out or, we're going to have to do something, because as management, if I hear an employee saying, I might kill myself, I have to take certain action as an employer, right? So I can't just ignore it. So I think that there are going to be some behind the scenes talks, and I think they're going to, ask her what's going on. And I think she's going to say, oh, that was just something I felt in the moment. I guarantee there's going to be some backpedaling from this. So that's my opinion.
Okay. Judgy Justice.
So, I agree that, Lisa Rinna is a real person. She's a real life with real family members that go through real things, and that, we're only seeing, a piece of her or a character of her on these shows. So, I think us being reminded of that is really important. I do also think that for Candiace, when this tweet, I believe it really is a real issue, because I can't imagine having millions of people watch, rewatch, analyze every action, and then having the outpour of, be it real people, trolls, or anything negative towards me like this. So, and I think that they're not going to, be responsible with it, Bravo is. Because at the end of the day, if they cut Candiace off the show, even for a season, by their own choice, they don't have anybody who's gonna. I don't think they have anybody standing in that's ready to jump into that role full time, or able to replace the impact Candiace has on us. Because, honestly, it's become the Candiace show. Everything Candiace says, everything Candiace says, everything. What were you thinking, Candiace? It's like. And I think also it didn't help when Andy gaslit her during that reunion thing, when you were almost assaulted, because, again, I saw her head go down. I saw the connection. So it's like, you guys made a point to show it on the show, but then you're acting like it didn't happen. And then it's like, some people are trying to say, oh, like he didn't go hard on her last season, so he has to go hard on her this season. Sorry, last season is over.
Right.
We're talking about right now the situation between Mia and Candiace, or Mia and this, or Giselle and this. Let's live in today. And I think people are, and also I don't want to speak for everyone in the Black community, because I know some people don't play about their mamas, because I know I don't. If someone says something about my mom, it'd be right there on scene. You call my mom low budget, your medical bill is about to be high budget. That's it.
I do have to say, I agree.
Again, this is a TV show.
I do have to say, though, I never really agree with Andy, on anything. Just like sometimes I don't really agree with Candiace on everything. But, even I'm just looking at her Twitter now, and it's 1 hour ago, Happy Veterans Day, followed by a reply to another tweet. Too bad there isn't a vaccine for assholes like you. Why the hell are you following me? It's just if you keep responding to people and you keep using words like that for viewers and people who are watching the show, Andy probably gets a lot of tweets about that. I know there are housewives who do respond. I don't know of a housewife who responds so much on Twitter and has their husband respond on Twitter as well. I
I'm trying to think of one because there are a lot of housewives too, though. There's some clapbacks.
Yeah, no,
Like,
100%. But
Granny
it's
Landville is
just
bitches
like,
on Twitter.
oh, but she's
Kelly
not on the
Dodd.
show. You know what I mean? But I do agree with you in the sense that there is no one to fill Candiace's role. And I like her on the show. It's always that, step that's beyond a little bit. Like
Strawberry.
I think also another part to it is that, especially with Giselle and the way Giselle and Robin have set this show up, that you basically, like some sort of sorority, that part of your initiation into the show is that we're going to make fun of your relationship. We're going to say that your husband's cheating on you, all this other stuff. Because
Robin set herself up for
literally
failure.
everyone there.
God.
Like it's
Well,
like
you
it's
know,
like an
it has to.
initiation process. So I don't see that many women that I know that are going to hop into that light, because then again, when they do say something, when you do correct them on it, they try and act like you're insecure. Like I'm trying to and I think what's going to end up happening is that Bravo's going to have to go back to the original formula and actually sourcing friend groups, like real friends.
That would be nice.
Because like it may not be a huge show like we have every week, but it may be a couple of episodes or a trip type of show with like 4 or 5 good friends who are, going someplace that we don't always get to go, or see a certain area we don't get to see. So I think that's kind of the direction I wish Bravo would go into, because it would be more enjoyable, it would be more realistic, and then we'd also be actually able to see non-toxic relationships, because they keep trying to force this down our throat that Giselle and Candiace and all these people were friends, and they've never, looked at each other twice. So
Right. And I think that if they don't stop with these, like letting like people like Giselle continue with, attacking families, we're going to soon find ourselves with what happened to Candy Burris and the accusations that were made against her, which, almost made her leave the show, which got Candy called Bill Cosby and all that kind of stuff. I mean, it has to be some limit as to what you can just do to people, like making up stuff about Monique's, son not really being her husband's son. I mean, some of them are just vicious, and I think some of us don't even like it broke my heart when they did that to Candy, when Phaedra did that. And I still don't want to see Phaedra because of that, because I know that if she's that toxic of a person, that she will make up those type of allegations. That's not fun to watch.
Almost
and
like then you're capable of doing it again.
Yeah, and it's like just like with Beverly Hills, with to Judgy's point, with Beverly Hills, like I damn near need an anxiety medicine every week with Erika and the crying and the different lies and the stories. It didn't make any damn sense. Like it was just like, what? So it's at some point they have to stop with like the toxicity level is getting higher and higher every season, it seems like, in order to grasp ratings, when they don't really realize that no, it's kind of turning us off is what it's doing.
And that's what I've said so many.
I agree with that, because also it's like,
go ahead Judgy.
Oh, sorry. I think also it's the thing of that they're not realizing that we're in a different, age of Aquarius. We want to see a different side of things. We're tired of this toxicity, and we're also tired of seeing unreal things being put on reality TV, because I know for a fact that nobody in my friend group would literally say that my child isn't my husband's on national television. And not even say it to me one-on-one either, but to disperse it into our friend group one by one is just so vile, and it's not real, because most women, real women,
would never
sit
do
there
that
and have a direct conversation. Hey, I heard that your husband's cheating on you. He got a white woman pregnant, and he's about to go in for child support. Like something like that. Like that's more respectable. Not going behind the back and telling Robin and telling Ashley to bring it over, and then also to say that Ashley evolved isn't really true, because Ashley's been holding on to this baby mama story for this past 3 seasons. So it's really hard to see how someone's evolved when they're always pregnant and trying to hide behind this facade of I'm breastfeeding, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. It's really hard to see. What we saw when she said that Alzheimer's glitch and it was twitching her head, is the true Ashley. And we have to remember that. She hasn't grown up. She's just gotten a little smarter. That's it. Just a
about how
little
she
smarter.
does it. Yeah.
It's
And
her
you know what? I want
delivery.
to say this is the problem why, and this is a show that we don't really talk about, but basketball wise, I happen to know a couple of I know one really, really well. I know one loosely. But that's why they're having problems getting women on these shows now, because they are starting to go so low that a lot of women that actually are in the life don't want that negativity. If their husband is still playing, or they're still, in a prestigious lifestyle, they don't want the low level that they're going to now. So
Right.
now a lot of people are turning them down, and I can only imagine it's the same thing with basketball wives, because I know two women that they were trying to get on this. I mean, on Real Housewives, because I know two women that they were trying to get on basketball wives that did not want to do it. Their husbands are still playing, and they're like, no, my husband doesn't want this kind of negative publicity, because they know the lengths that they'll go. So I'm sure it's the same thing with Real Housewives. When we keep saying cast some new wives, it's probably because a lot of affluent women that have lifestyles where their reputation is important don't want to be a part of it because of the low level that they're going to.
I agree with
Yeah,
that.
because again, who wants to take like for Charisse, she was like the president of the Women's NBA Foundation or something like that in Potomac. How she retired to it before coming to Potomac. How is somebody going to take her seriously about these charities and foundations when they see you every Sunday fighting and squabbling about he said, she said, breaking glasses or acting crazy? It's not, it's not like, and it's not like Bravo even puts a disclaimer out there that like they try and place this as it's real, like it's a real true story, that these are really how these people act, not that this is a scripted series in a sense.
I agree with that.
I agree. Yeah.
Bad and Bougie, Judgy Justice. With that, we are at an hour and 40 minutes, and we will be back tomorrow for Hot Messy Topics, because we do have a lot more. We skipped over like
it doesn't even feel like it. It doesn't even feel like an hour and 40 minutes tonight.
No, it was a great show, you guys. I couldn't bring my face on because my stylist is actually here doing my weave right now.
Hey, so your stylist said hi. That's okay. Well, hopefully
So
we get to see you tomorrow.
With a new look.
All right, we're excited about that. And what was I gonna say? Also, guys, for everyone who's still in the room, 761, I did post a link tomorrow. Jason and I, listen, you're gonna have to go on Peacock. Check out Paris Hilton's new show, Paris in Love. I was curious about it. I actually think it's going to be good. We'll see, but I'm going to come back and talk about it tomorrow at 11:30. And then we are going live tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with Emily D. Baker. And then, of course, after that, 6 p.m. again, Hot Messy Topics. So if you guys are around tomorrow, we would love to see you. Bad and Bougie, where can we find you in your new look?
Tomorrow here. No, just joking. Bad and Bougie KM. And then on YouTube, Reality Check TV with Bad and Bougie KM.
Hey, thank you, Bad and Bougie. We appreciate you. Even though you came in a little bit later and you were busy, you still showed up. So thank you.
Yeah, I had to, because this was a great show. I was like, whoa, I like all the opinions. They were so strong, and I loved it. This is a great show.
Yeah,
Hey,
agreed.
Thank you. Bad and Bougie, we will see you tomorrow.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye. All right, Judgy Justice, let us know about the courtroom, the judge, the gavel. Give us it all.
Hi, everyone. I'm Judgy Justice. You can find me here on YouTube and on Twitter. My channel is where we bring on your favorite Bravo topics and pop culture, and I give my judgment on it, and you guys get to chime in as my jury. Feel free to subscribe and like my videos.
All right. Thank you, Justice. We appreciate you.
Thank you. Bye,
Bye,
guys.
Justice.
Bye. All right, Jason, it doesn't feel like an hour and 45
I know,
minutes.
and I do have to say, it's so nice. Even sometimes, if we don't agree, or maybe I don't agree sometimes with people's opinions, I like to hear them, because, like I said, no one is the same. If we were all the same in this world, it would be a very boring place. And opinions and how people perceive things and stuff can really open your mind. I mean, maybe the world should listen at this point, but definitely housewives should listen, because I have to agree with Bad and Bougie. I think that we're tired of seeing this. And that's why I've always recommended, just in the past couple of weeks, when I guess now it's like 3 weeks ago, we watched Ladies of London.
Right.
There wasn't any of that. You go back and watch the earlier seasons of The Housewives. It's fun, but it doesn't go as far. It's not as toxic. It's not as draining to watch. I feel like I need to prepare my mental stability just to watch an episode of Beverly Hills now.
I mean,
so
it's never ending. I swear to God, it's never ending. Adam and Jason, please interview Bethany on this topic. Oh my God, I would love to. By the way, guys, I am posting right now with a blue heart emoji the link to our Paris in Love recap tomorrow at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Don't disappoint me.
I have to say, okay, listen, I'm not a huge Paris fan. I liked this. I like the style of filming. I like the way it was done. It was interesting. We'll see if it holds my attention, but it's good.
Okay. Well, with that, Jason, in case they don't know, will you let them know where can we find you?
Yeah, you can find me at Down with Jason. Tomorrow we will be recapping Winter House at 12:30. I like the lighter shows like Below Deck, Winter House, just something a little more, less housewives at this point. So you can find me at Down with Jason. We recap that. Also on Sunday, we're doing Wiki Key like we do every week with Femtero, where we talk Bravo Hot Topics. We cover some astrology. And you guys said, I started my channel wanting to review a lot of the housewife products. I have my first housewife product. We will be opening that, unboxing it on Sunday. So come and join us at 2:30 p.m. on Sunday.
All right. All right, guys. Well, thank you again so much. Thank you to all of our mods, super chats, super stickers. Thank you to all of our amazing callers, everyone, whether your opinion was in favor of the topic or not in the favor. The point is, it makes for a great conversation. Bad and Bougie said it best. It makes the show more introducing, more entertaining. I need food. This is going to sound bougie, but I'm not Bad and Bougie. Bad and Bougie's working on her new look, but all I've had is a dozen oysters because today's oyster date day with
Oyster
Jason.
Day. Yeah, so every Thursday, $1.
They're $1 an oyster, so we both get a dozen, and that's like lunch. But lunch became dinner, and now I'm hungry. So, with that, guys, we love you. You're the best. We'll see you tomorrow at 11:30 a.m. Eastern to talk Paris in Love, and then 3 p.m. Emily D. Baker. I am posting the link to that in the community tab within the next 30 minutes. So make sure you click that like button, share it on Twitter, share it everywhere. I love you guys. Bye. And tomorrow will be Friday. See you soon. Bye guys.